Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck? My name is Beck. I use they, it pronouns, and I'm saying that because I realized that people just didn't know that. So yes, I use they, them pronouns mainly, but I'm also okay with it, its. And yeah, today's video is about my pants. So these are some pants that I was working on about a week or 2 weeks ago, as of when I'm filming this. I basically got my COVID booster and then I was like out for 2 days, and then the following day I had already like allotted time to recover, so I just worked on this as a project. And these are known as patch pants, and they're common in punk and goth like fashion. I made them kind of like the light version, so like there would be like the regular version and then the light, like the DS, if any of you ever played on the DS. But yeah, basically you would usually cover these with like gothic motifs and like bones and brains and stuff, but I am not usually inclined to those motifs, though I do like them and some of them can be cute. I wanted it to be more of like a contrast thing, and a like the theming wasn't going to be super dark necessarily. So I figured I'll just go through and I'll talk about all the different patches that I made and the plans that I have for them, because I'm not done working on them just yet. So basically these are like nurse pants, I'm pretty sure. They're by Kathy Peterson, and they are not made out of denim, so usually you would use jeans, but I found these at the thrift store and they had this tie already, which is like visually interesting, and they had this, which I've seen on the trip pants, and they also had like several pockets. Like these aren't the only 2 pockets on them, so that's why I chose the pants. I like the material a lot because it's really like, it's soft rather than jeans, which are like a stiffer material. But I did use jeans for the patches because it's a lot easier to sew on a separate fabric and then sew that on than to sew a detailed design directly onto pants, because the pants are closed up, and unless you wanted to like open up the seams to get to them easier and then sew it back up, it's gonna take a while and be pretty awkward. So yeah, I'll start with the back because there's not as much on the back. This is actually, I think, the first one that I made, and it's just a little pair of wings on the back on the pocket. And if you're sewing patches onto a pocket, make sure that you put your hand in there and don't sew it through the pocket, because then you'll only have half a pocket. Then I have the infinity symbol, which in normal circumstances would be rainbow, but since these are black and white, it's not, for like autism acceptance. And I also have a heart with a bone through it because I said I'm not the biggest fan of those like gory motifs, but I think that combining it with this style of heart is kind of cute. And then let's see, where do I want to go next? The bottom is actually too long for me, so instead of hemming it like my seamstress, whatever I'm calling it, I just safety pinned them up, and then when I was wearing my boots it wasn't dragging, so that was nice. Then up here I put safety pins all along the pocket, and these are just literally the scraps from when I embroidered the rest of the patches. I just like sewed them, I just like tied a knot and then sewed each one down in like a descending order. I have a paw print with a heart in it because I like animals, and then trans rights. And this part I definitely want to like have something hanging from it, but I don't know what yet. I'm trying to keep these monochrome so that the contrast is nice for pictures, but you could hang like keychains or like basically anything from that. Also on that leg we have, here I'm gonna have to put it on my shoulder, a monochrome rainbow, which doesn't really make sense, but like it's taking up space. Socialist teeth, which is like a furry movement, I guess, where someone accused furries of being, I don't know, unfavorable if they have teeth in their profile picture. because it means they're a socialist, but like being a socialist is cool and good and helpful, so I don't care, and I thought it was cool. So I just found some clip art and I traced it, and then I sewed it over tracing paper, like tissue paper. I just traced it. I sewed the tissue paper onto the pants and then I ripped it off afterward. I also have a spider web, which is again a more common gothic motif, but I really liked sewing it because you basically just go in circles over and over, and it looks really cool. So that's it for that leg. Then we have the other leg, which has the giant Zentangle pocket. So this is an idea I had where I would just like doodle with the thread on this big piece of fabric that I had cut to the size of the pocket. And again, when you sew it on, make sure you put your hand in there so you can use the full pocket after. But yeah, I just did a bunch of different like geometric designs, and like this one is meant to be like drippy, like blood or something, but like it's not, so. Then I put, this pocket was already on here and this label is already on here, and I'm gonna definitely leave that label because it fits the color story. But I just put some more pins down that side, and I attached a chain to one of them and a chain to the other pin, pinned it on. And I want to put more of these because I have some more of this like trim that I want to use. I also put my pronouns on there, and my fursona, which also really doesn't fit the black and white color scheme because he's like white and pastel rainbow. But yeah, he's on there. I actually really like that one. That was one of the first ones I did as well. And then we have this like dreamy scene with clouds and a moon and the stars. And then finally, and I think this is like not the best one because the other ones are more visually interesting, but like this is like the main idea of the pants is do whatever you want in regards to self-expression, not hurting people, etc. So yeah, those are my pants. I'm going to do a few more outfits with these and take pictures so I can show you after the end of this video. But yeah, if you make patch pants, feel free to tag me on social media because I want to see what yours turn out like, and you don't have to do them in this style. You could actually do like pastel patch pants. You could have like light blue jeans and put little pink patches, or like you could use quilting fabric on them. And you can do it in a totally different style. You can do all different motifs. But yeah, this is just what I came up with. And I did all of this in one very long day. So I am planning on making some more patches and stuff. It's just not going to be all in one day because I just had that whole day off. But yeah, those are my pants. Thank you for watching my video. I'm going to actually promo this now because it is a viable option. Baby is climbing the tree right here. That's why I'm looking over there. But I do have a Patreon, and I had one patron, but eventually they just like decided that they didn't want to be a patron anymore, which is fine. But I barely ever talk about the fact that I have a Patreon. So if you're interested in becoming my patron, you can check the description below. I think it's operating mostly as a tip jar. So like if you want to send me like $1 just to let me know that you like my videos or you like my work, my art, that would be very appreciated, and that is definitely going to go into keeping me alive so I can keep making art. But yeah, and if you are my patron, I will put your name at the end of my YouTube videos as a thank you. So yes, as always, my social links are in the description, and feel free to leave me a comment because I usually will reply to every single one as long as they're like under as long as most of them come in like in a stream rather than all at once, I'll probably be able to answer it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!